Good evening and welcome to Sharks Ground here at Southport or Musgrave Hill. The under-15 grand final between Seagulls and Southport Tigers. Southport Tigers on the left-hand side of the screen, the black and white Seagulls. The Tigers put the kick in. All taken by Michael McKinley, the fullback. The Tigers. Should say for Seagulls. Seagulls 10 metres short of the halfway. Forwards running up strongly. Eventually tackled around about 6 metres short of the halfway. Played back through Michael Dane to dummy half. Well, solid defence from the Tigers. They still 10 metres short of the halfway and Seagulls through. There's a great break from the 5'8". Chad Kano running strongly. The ball's unloaded. Andrew Brinley with a strong run. Play now on the Tiger side of the half. The kick's put in. Players looking for touch and finding it. At about 26 or 27 metres out from the Southport Tigers line. We're watching the under-15 grand final. Kev O'Shea is the referee for this match. Jimmy Napper is one of the touch judges. He's on the far side. And Tom Rivette on this near side. Kev O'Shea, the referee, just telling both sets of forward what he wants here this evening. Fed by Tigers. The half is Craig Clark, the Southport Tigers. Strong defence from Seagulls. Play 26 metres out now from the Tigers line. Good weaving run too by the hooker in, Lance Miller. Been with the Tigers club for many years. He knows what grand final football is all about. Tigers now 6 metres short of the halfway. That's gone out through Clark, the half. It's been lost, picked up by Seagulls, but the referee, Kev O'Shea, has blown the whistle. Scrum will catch down. Two exciting grand finals to be played here at the Sharks Ground, Musgrave Hill this evening. The 15's underway between Seagulls and Tigers. The under-16 grand final will follow between Burleigh Bears and the Sharks. Tigers in possession. Strong run by Kelly Mackay. He's tackled a metre short of the halfway. Gone out now to Almeida Tigers back line. Trying to straighten play up. Tigers making another run. Dallas Crockett's tackled 8 metres now on the Seagull side of the half. Kick for the line. Oh, it's a good kick. The Seagulls winger Shane Toomey had no chance of picking that ball up. Steve Rocks for the half for Seagulls to feed.
Come on, Seagulls! Come on, Seagulls!
And the Tigers come away with the ball. Went through Clark. One of the 5'8" then got Zara. Back to Clark. Ball's been put down. Seagulls have knocked on. Kev O'Shea, the referee, blowing the whistle. He'll pack a scrum down. Only 10 metres out from the Seagulls line. It'll be a Seagulls feed. Steve Roxburgh. feed for Seagulls and a penalty going to them. Tigers collapsing that scrum. Front row all down on the ground. Yancey Barty Green is the coach of the Seagulls side, and of course Yancey a member of the Balambal side, and he's coaching the under-15 Seagulls side as well. Very talented football, Yancey Barty Green, and it's great to see him coaching the juniors. No doubt these boys will the future players for Seagulls. A very strong club indeed. Seagulls will be featuring in both the reserve grade and A grade grand finals at the Seagull Stadium on Sunday. Backwards to the referee, Kev O'Shea. Brad Khan running around, but he's caught by the centre. Then Ryan Willoughby. Scott coming away with it. Now it's been taken. It's Seagulls in possession. Well, the Seagulls hooker, Michael Daines, 6 to go, said the referee. He came up with the ball. He made a very strong run, and I don't think Tigers realised what was going on. I think they were waiting for the whistle. 2 players colliding there, but a penalty assigned to Seagulls. Kev O'Shea right on the spot. He saw what happened. Do apologise. The lighting here is not very good at the Sharks ground. It is difficult to pick the players up on the far side, and quite difficult to see actually what goes on out in the centre. Attempted conversion, or attempted penalty, I should say. It's successful. First points on the board for Seagulls. A penalty goal. Seagulls 2 lead Tigers 0. Tigers restart play. I must apologise, I didn't pick up the kicker for Seagulls. We will shortly, no doubt. Once again, I apologise for the very poor lighting here at Sharks. Very difficult indeed to pick the players up on the far side, and very poor lighting, of course, for video. Seagulls wisely elect to kick. Taken well by Tigers. It's the winger Glenn Speechley took that ball, was well handled by Glenn. 6 to go, said the referee. It's played back now by Chad Steedman. Kelly Mackay making a strong run for Tigers. Play goes the hooker in Miller. Just trying to pick up whether it was Lance. I said very difficult to pick these players up. Seagulls come up with possession in the far corner of the field. Now the ball's been kicked through, I believe, by a Tigers player. Yeah, it must have touched, the ball must have been touched by a Seagulls player, because play will restart with a drop underneath the goalpost. Chris Kano, the 5'8", will restart play. Ball was taken up by Michael Ruck, I believe it was. Or was it Dallas Crockett in 13. It's Dallas Crockett. Alan Scott is the fullback for Southport Tigers. It's a penalty game to Tigers. The wingers, Glenn Speechley in 2. Brad Kahn in 5. Southport Tigers. The centres, 3 is Stephen Ning. Tigers fine touch. Ran about 16 metres out now from the Seagulls line. Stephen Ning, 1 centre in 3, and young Lurch, Peter Wire in 4, the other centre. 5/8 is Scott Zara. Tigers in possession. Looks like Dallas Crockett getting up to play it. Was to Michael Clark. He's swamped by the Seagulls defence. Play it. Now through Zara. Little chip through by Zara. It'll be too long. Tigers player's been flattened. He's okay. Play will restart the tap from the 22 by the Seagulls side. Michael Clark is the half for the Tigers. The ball's been lost. Kev O'Shea's blown the whistle. He'll take a scrum down. Kelly Mackay is the lock for Tigers. Kelly will be one of the prop forwards along with Chad Steedman. Kelly Mackay in 8, Chad Steedman in 10. They're the 2 props. Lance Miller will be hooking. Gone out along the back line through Peter Ning. Well picked up by Andrew Brindley for Seagulls. Seagulls now 10 metres short of the halfway. Pulled down about 7 metres short of the half. But in plain Seagulls territory. Good defence from Tigers. Seagulls get up to play it. 2 or 3 metres short of the half. Driving defence from Tigers. Quite windy here out at the Sharks ground at Musgrave Hill. The referee will play the knock on. A good decision, and Kev O'Shea, the referee, you'll notice, did not blow the whistle until it was obvious that the Tigers were not going to gain any advantage over that knock on by Seagulls. Good refereeing from Kev O'Shea. To be fed by Michael Clark. Just Tigers win. Out along the back line to Wire. We'll play it. Dallas Crockett will play it. That was the second row, and Chad Steedman. Once again, I apologise. Chad Steedman in 10, and Dallas Crockett will be the lock forward for Tigers in the 13 Guernsey. Michael Ruck is in 11. Tigers. And in 12 will be Trent McMahon. Seagulls in possession. Take it through the half in Roxburgh. He's unloaded. That player's brought down. It looks like a Tony Strawn for Seagulls. Marcus Dowling looks like taking it up. Seagulls through Roxburgh. Out to the full-back in McGinley. The chip over the top. Taken safely by Tigers. They'll have to play it safe and just run this ball out. Hang on to the ball for the 6th tackle. That's been kicked through by the 5/8 Kano. Tigers again in possession with 6 to go. It's loose on the ground. Stephen Ning went for it. For Lurch White, he's missed it. Tigers come away through Chad Steedman. Steedman's well held by the Seagulls defence. The hooker prominent, Michael Daines, it was. Kick put in by Tigers. Good take by Seagulls and good defence from Tigers. Good grand final football being played here at the Sharks ground at Musgrave Hill, and exciting play from both sides, Seagulls and Tigers. Michael McGinley as the fullback for the Seagull side. Justin Holzmeyer and Shane Toomey are the 2 wingers. The centres are Corey Burke in 3 and Ryan Willoughby in 4. Michael Daines, the hooker, comes back onto the field. Kev O'Shea holding play up. Chad Kano is the 5'8" for Seagulls. Steve Roxburgh, the half. Tigers for the scrum win. Kelly Mackay. Out now to Dallas Crockett. Back through Miller, the dummy half. Clark unloads a short pass. Trent McMahon will get up and play it 9 metres now on the Seagull side of the half through Miller. Miller out through Clark. Onto Zara. Zara gives a short pass and great defence from Seagulls. Oh, Heath Kleindice very prominent in that tackle along with the the prop in Andrew Brindley. And that ball has gone dead in goal. The lock forward is Andrew Brindley for Seagulls. The second row is Michael Daines in 9 and Jay Taylor in 10. Once again, I'll pull his game back to the old numbers. Of course, Andrew Brindley in 8 and Jay Taylor in 10 are the 2 props. The hooker is Michael Daines. The second row is Tony Strawn in 11 and Marcus Downing in 12. Heath Kleindice in 13. The lock forward for Seagulls. Out through Roxburgh. Solid defence from Tigers. Here's a good run from the hooker in Michael Daines. It's taken 3 Tigers defenders to put him to ground. Back through the dummy half in Shane Toomey. Out through Roxburgh. Oh, and the Kano is barreled right on halfway. Played back to the half in Roxburgh. They'll look to kick. It's the centre, Corey Burke, a little chip over the top. Going back to pick the ball up is Glenn Speechley. He'll run it out from the Tigers' goal. He's caught by Chad Kano, the Seagulls 5'8". Looks like Kelly Mackay coming away. He'll play it. On a Dallas Crockett, he charges into the Seagulls defence. Through Scott Zara, the chip put in. Oh, it's a good kick too. Roxburgh picks it up, the halfback for Seagulls. He's tackled about 27 metres out from his own line. 2 points to 0 the score here at the Sharks ground, Musgrave Hill. Seagulls lead Southport Tigers. Corey Burke tackle about 7 metres short of the halfway, playing Seagulls territory, back through the dummy half. Daines, the chip put in over the top by Roxburgh. It's a good one. The fullback Alan Scott is going across to pick it up. Orphan just managed to pick it up. He evades the tackle of Shane Toomey, and he's tackled eventually on the 22-metre mark. Played back through the half in Clark. Coming away now is Brad Kahn. Good run from Kahn, but once again the Seagulls defence holds him. Seagulls player copping one in the face there. Tigers throwing the ball around to Steedman. Steedman's tackled a couple of metres short of the half. Away goes Lance Miller to Zara. Zara's got a pass out to the centre in Ning. He's unloaded. Wyeth with it. He's held up. He plays it a couple of metres on the Seagull side of the half. There's the little chip put in. Player interfered with. Stephen Ning can't pick it up. Eventually dives on it. Will be 6 to go. Minus been knocked on. Kev O'Shea blowing the whistle. Scrum will pack down. Tom Rivette coming onto the field. Making a report to the referee, Kev O'Shea. The other touch judge, Jimmy Napper, on the far side of the field.
Seagulls knocked off in 500.
Come on, Seagulls! Come on, Seagulls! Come on, boys!
Play gets underway again after the report from the touch judge. The Seagulls leading Tigers by 2 points to 0. As I mentioned earlier, Yancey Barty Green, the very well credentialed Balambor player coaching Seagulls, and Clem Marks is the coach Southport Tigers. Clem has been coaching Tigers teams for many, many years. Seagulls through the fullback in McGinley. He's eventually caught by Khan, 10 metres down the Tiger side of the half. Back through Ryan Willoughby. Willoughby runs across field. Eventually caught by Michael Ruck. Back through the hooker in Danes. Seagulls will get up and play it midway between the quarter and the half in Tigers territory. Now there's the 5'8", putting the ball high in the yard. Chad Kano. Oh, a nasty bounce. Play on, said the referee. Now, that ball couldn't have been touched by a Tigers player. That was the changeover. Peter Wyeth, still going Wyeth. Tackle 3 or 4 metres short of the halfway. Cribbed a couple of yards when he went to play it. Getting up now will be Kelly Mackay to play it back to Lance Miller. Miller up over the half, holds that pass up, then he unloads. Tigers throwing this forward. It may be the winger, Speechley. Very difficult to pick them up. They're very poor lighting in this ground here at Sharks ground. Oh, it's been intercepted. Shut the gate. This will be a try to the 5'8" thing. Chad Kano. He'll go all the way. The 5'8", Chad Kano scoring for Seagulls. They lead by 6 points to 2 with a kick to come. There'll be the 5'8", Chad Kano attempting to convert that try scored by himself. And I can assume that Chad kicked the penalty goal earlier. Directly in front of the post. We've got a good look at it from this angle. Up go the flags. The scoreline here at the Sharks ground, Musgrave Hill. Seagulls 8, leading Southport Tigers yet to score. Well, that try certainly came out of the blue. Tigers were on the attack, and the ball brilliantly intercepted by the 5'8" Kano. And once he took possession of that ball, there was no doubting whatsoever that Seagulls weren't going to score. Alan Scott did make a valiant attempt to run him down, but the horse had bolted, and Kano put the first try on the board for Seagulls. We'll play about 12 metres short of the halfway in Seagulls territory. Seagulls in possession. That's Kano, the try scorer, darting and weaving. Eventually he's caught by his opposite number, and Scott Zara plays it forward, no marker. There's a little chip put in there. Lance Miller interfered with him. Now, whether or not it was intentional or not doesn't matter, because Referee Kev O'Shea has spoken to Lance Miller. He'd already ordered the penalty. And Seagulls will take the tap. Seagulls through the half. Roxburgh, he unloaded. Midway between the quarter and the half in Tigers territory. Seagulls putting pressure on Tigers. Here's another break by the 5'8 Kano. Oh, he's dragged down a good run from Chad Kano. He must have fallen on the board. He has injured himself. No doubt the Seagulls certainly don't want Kano injured. Onto the fullback and McGinley. He's looking for the line. He's caught from behind, but it's too late. Kev O'Shea has blown the whistle. And it's another try to Seagulls. Right in the corner. The scoreline here at Musgrave Hill, Seagulls 12, Tigers 0 with a kick to come.
On, Ken.
Now the conversion attempt to be taken. A couple of metres in from touch. Kick taken by the centre three-quarter in Ryan Willoughby is unsuccessful. The scoreline remains Seagulls 12, Tigers 0. I'll pick up that try score at half-time. I apologise, in this light was unable to pick up the try score for Seagulls. Tony Strawn getting up to play it. Seagulls have lost it. Tigers couldn't pick it up. A little bit of fisticuffs. But Kev O'Shea right on the spot again. He's missed nothing. Scott Zara laying down the law out there. Undisciplined play from Tigers. And this 5'8 in Chad Kano for Seagulls. He is okay. He was down injured for some time. He's having a magic game for Seagulls, and he's been cutting this Tigers defence to ribbons. The Tigers take it up. The siren's gone in the background. It's half-time. The players go to oranges and lemons. We see Seagulls 12 leading Tigers yet to score. You're watching the under-15 grand final for 1989. We'll be back very shortly. Commencement of the second half. Full play about to get underway in the second half of this under-15 grand final. Tigers will restart the second half. Seagulls a very handy 12 points to 0 lead. My apologies, Michael McGinley. Michael was the try scorer on this near side corner. And Michael scoring the Seagulls' second try. Michael is the Seagulls fullback. Seagulls kicking. Oh, it's a great kick too. Oh, and finding touch. Excellent kick. Tigers scrum win. Play 23-24 metres out from the Tigers line. Tigers will really have to pull something out of the gun to make up this leeway, this 12-point leeway. Midway between the quarter and the half, Tigers still in their own territory. To Zara. Good defence from Ryan Willoughby for Seagulls. Getting up to play it'll be Peter Wyeth. Through Miller, the dummy half. That was the fullback, I should say, Alan Scott playing that ball. That was Wyeth unloading it. Oh, great defence from Seagulls. Now there's Zara putting the kick in. Retrieved by Seagulls. Just short of the 22-metre mark in their own territory. Seagulls will play 24 metres out from their own line. Solid defence there from the Tigers. Seagulls on the back line. Tries another good break. This time it was Ryan Willoughby, the centre. Back through Kleindienst. Kick put in. Now Wyeth takes this ball, runs up over the 22-metre mark and straight into the Seagulls defence. That'll be Chad Kano. Kick through by Seagulls. Now Scotty Zara's come up with it. That'll be 6 to go. Played at by a Seagulls player. Back into Dallas Crockett. Speechley, the dummy half. I should say Brad Kahn it must be. Southport Tigers getting the penalty. Now Scott Zara will be looking for the line. Finding touch around about 8 metres short of the halfway. Tigers still in their own territory. Brad Kahn will take the tap. Gives it to Steedman. Charges up like the proverbial steam engine. But once he got to that Seagulls defence, he went straight to ground. Tigers still in possession. Miller gets it back to the centre in Stephen Ning. Tigers through Wyeth has been put down. Referee Kev O'Shea will blow the whistle. Scrum will pack down just inside the quarter line, playing Seagulls territory. The halfback Stephen Roxburgh will feed for Seagulls. Come out of Tigers, scrum win. Tigers in possession. 12 metres out now from the Seagulls line. Back to Zara. He gets a short one away to Ning. He's dragged out to the ground by his opposite number and opposing number and Corey Burke. Out to Zara. The fullback is up in play, Alan Scott. Scott's held up by the Seagulls defence. He'll play it back to Lance Miller, the dummy half. A cut-out one to the winger in Speechley, but he can't handle with the line wide open. Scrum will pack down 5 metres out now from the Seagulls line. Well, Speechley had the opportunity there to, and he had to take that ball to score for Tigers. Now the touch judge on the field. Jimmy Napper just letting Kev O'Shea know what he has seen. Scott Zara listening to a report from Kev O'Shea. It'll be Steve Roxburgh to feed for Seagulls. Put in a second time, he dives on it. Michael Clark coming through quickly. Kano with the ball. Get up and play it. Wasn't Kano, was player in 16 Guernsey on the field for Seagulls. I believe it may be Wayne Evans. Number 16, Wayne Evans, on the field for Seagulls. Tigers through Steedman. The gap closes. Lance Miller, dummy half. Out along the back line, Zara. Straightens up. Goes on his own. Michael Dane's there to make sure he doesn't make any further progress. Lance Miller from dummy half. He gets the ball out, a long pass out onto Wyeth. Wyeth is looking outside, throws it over the top. And Tigers have lost 20 metres in that move. I'll get up and play it. Little chip through by Tigers. Taken in goal by Seagulls. Dragged to the ground. The referee's blown the whistle. Play will restart with the drop to be taken by Seagulls underneath the post. Seagulls leading Southport Tigers by 12 points to 0. It's gone over the head of Dallas Crockett. Brad Kahn runs it up for Tigers, straight into the very strong Seagulls defence. Tigers haven't been able to cross their line. Tiger from dummy half. Apologise, very difficult to pick up the players that far side. I know that's Crockett, Dallas Crockett charging for the line. He's caught by the defence. I believe that may have been the 6th tackle. No, it's not a changeover. The ball may have been lost. Another scrum win against the feet of Tigers. And it's Michael Clark, I think, has gone over.
From half.
From dummy half.
No, from half.
Michael Clark, the halfback for Tigers, has scored. The scoreline here at the Sharks Ground at Musgrave Hill. Seagulls 12, Tigers 4, and we have a kick to come. There's the attempted conversion. Oh, it's hit the upright. Bad luck for Tigers. The scoreline remains 12 points to 4. Seagulls leading Tigers. Alan Scott, the unsuccessful attempted conversion. Alan's moved on to the wing with a beer. Tigers will play it. They're 15 metres short of the halfway. Cut out pass. Oh, great defence on Stephen Ning, right around the ankles with the centre, Corey Burke and his opposing number. Kelly Mikhail fired forward, no marker. Once again, I must mention it's great to see the referees keeping out of these games. They have very strong control on all the matches they referee in. I've mentioned it in the senior games. Very little seen of the referees. They've done an excellent job. Tigers come away. That's the 5th tackle. Everyone's here to see open football. The referees have certainly let the play go on. And coming through with Scott Zard on that Seagulls player. The referees very low key in all the matches that they have refereed this season. To credit the association. And thanks, fellas, for a job well done. Once again, or what's come to be expected now, very good control, tight control on this match by the referee, Kev O'Shea. Take this opportunity to congratulations to Steve Stimson, getting the A-grade grand final to be played on Sunday between Seagulls and Southport Tigers, and Kev O'Shea will be refereeing the reserve grade grand final. Congratulations, fellas, and you have earned both those jobs of refereeing grand finals. Coming through is Peter Wyeth for Southport Tigers. He'll play it. Trent McMahon, 10 metres on the Seagulls side of the halfback through Lance Miller. There goes Dallas Crockett. Great defence from Seagulls. Miller out through Clark, the try scorer. A short one for, it's been put down. A little bit of a biff there from Tigers player was the centre, Stephen Ning. Seagulls. Midway between the quarter and a half. Seagulls running up towards halfway. There goes the hooker in danger. Good strong run. He's made valuable ground for Seagulls. Steve on the blind side. I thought Steve Boxer, the half, was coming his way, but not to be. There now, making sure his back line is lined out. Play right on halfway. That's the fifth tackle. Played forward. Oh, here's a good break. Tigers eventually figured up. And the player that made that break again and put the chip in was none other than Chad Traino, having a top game for Seagulls. Cut the Tigers' defence to pieces in the first half. A very elusive and dangerous player. Zara. Ning. Shaking to kick. Tigers again. Gone onto the winger. In Speechley puts the ball high in the air. Taken well by the hooker in Michael Danes for Seagulls. And he's dragged down just over the 22-metre mark in Seagulls territory. Kicked through by Michael Clark. Kev O'Shea making sure these Tigers players are all on side. Once again displaying very tight control that he has over the game. Seagulls through Marcus Dowling. Dowling's tackle midway between the half quarter and the half. Oh, there's a gap right up the centre. Traino's away again, puts the kick in. He's chasing after it. Oh, taken brilliantly by Peter Wyatt. But the Seagulls defence, and they were all on side. And it was Kano again that followed that kick through and effected the tackle on Peter Wyatt. Certainly an outstanding game for Seagulls. There goes the wild Steedman. Probably can't pick up his haircut. Well, I've seen it. I saw it this afternoon. Broxburg was tackled on halfway. Seagulls come away with it again. Tackler was Alan Scott. The hooker Danes again for Seagulls. He's put it down. The referee has blown the whistle. He'll pack a scrum down. 12 points to score. The score line here. It's under 15 grand final for 1989. Seagulls leading the Tigers. Michael Clark will put this ball in. And Michael Clark making a meal of it, eventually comes up with it. But for a moment that Roxburgh might have had that ball. Steedman. Short pass away to Mackay. That was the Mackay. Zara's unloaded. There's the fullback in Scott. Tigers testing the Seagulls defence. Oh, huge one over the top to Dallas Crockett. Out now with the winger in Speechley. Oh, and once again he's put it down. Well, that's the second time that Speechley's put that ball down for Tigers. There'll be a Seagulls feed. Steve Rock for the feed for Seagulls. Come away with a scrum win. They've lost a couple against the feed this evening. Still have a very comfortable 12 points to 4 lead over the Tigers. That's been put down. Kev O'Shea there. Very close eye in this game. No nonsense from either side. Tigers to Michael Clark. Tries to step around. He's got no chance of getting through that Seagulls defence. Back through Dallas Crockett to Zara, to Ning. Stephen Ning looks back for Zara. Zara's got it away to Miller. Miller's unloaded it back to Zara. Throwing that ball around the Tigers. Lance Miller, the dummy half. He's looking for Crockett out wide. No, he goes on it. Now he gives it to Dallas Crockett. He's powering his way towards the line, but the Seagulls defence holds. Great defence from Seagulls. Miller dummy half. Out to Zara. Oh, he's pulled down only a couple of metres short of the Seagulls line. Back to Lance Miller dummy half again. Played forward, but the referee said no. The knock on. He'll pack a scrum down 5 metres out from the Seagulls line. Seagulls leading Tigers 12 points to 4. The under-15 grand final from 1989. Well, I'll tell you what, if Tigers come up with the ball, it's Michael Clark should have been penalised. That I can tell you. The ball's been lost forward. And a just reward too. Kev O'Shea was definitely unsighted. Michael Clark burrowing like a rabbit into that scrum to pick that ball up, and very lucky he wasn't penalised. Anyway, Seagulls come up with it. Number 16 on for Seagulls is Wayne Evans. Oh, long pass from Kano out to Bradley Brinley. The 17 on the field, is it for Southport Tigers? Mark Gregg. Mark Gregg in 17. Seagulls now on the Tiger side of the half through the on the back line. It's been put down. Referee picked it up. Kev O'Shea, the referee, will pack the scrum down 5 metres short of the halfway in Tigers territory. Been by Clark, and they've been pushed off the ball by the Seagulls pack. There goes Kano, nearly through the gap again, looks to unload, gets it away. But this may be a penalty to Tigers. I thought Kev O'Shea had said play the ball, but Seagulls player down injured. No penalty given. Maybe O'Shea just wanted that ball put in again. Well, there's plenty of a pushing from this Seagulls 6. This time Clark comes away with it. Over the top to Speechley. Steps inside. Away he goes. Plenty of pace. On a good run too from Speechley. He'll get up and play it back to Lance Miller, dummy half. Greg, 17 Guernsey, will get up and play it back to Lance Miller. On to Clark to Zara. Zara puts the kick in. Stephen Ning's onside too, but well picked up by Seagulls. Again, I apologise, unable to pick up all these players. Very difficult to pick them up on the far side. Good work from Seagulls to retain or gain possession there after kick through by Zara. I noticed Stephen Ning, the centre, coming through very quickly, but he definitely came from an onside position. The bounce didn't favour him. Seagulls now midway between the quarter and half in their own territory. They lead by 12 points to 4. They're on another raid. It's come out now to number 16 in Wayne Evans. That's 5 tackles signalled by Kevo Shea, the referee, and Kano puts the kick in. There's no one at home out there. Safely taken. Trying to pick up that player with the ball for Tigers. Very difficult to pick them up. Playing the quarter line now on Tigers territory. Played back to, looks like Greg. Lance Miller not in the his usual dummy half role. They've lost it. The Seagulls come up with possession. The pressure right back on the Tigers. Played back by the hooker in Danes. And they've lost it. Played at by Seagulls. Back inside. Good defence again from Seagulls. Kev O'Shea looking across the back line. Players all onside. Punch up on here. Back behind play. Seagulls player getting up very slowly. Tigers in possession for Stephen Ning. He cops one in the face. And there's the there's Kleindice going in. Now this is a stupid play. Stupid play. The Tigers had possession. I think it was the centre Ning, and he copped one. I think you'll find it was Keith Kleindice. I think you'll find it was. It threw the punch that was a little bit of a fisticuffs in back play, but they all got up off the ground and continued to play football, and then Kleindice put one in to the centre, I think, from Stephen Ning. He's given a play 10 minutes.
10 and 16.
Jay Taylor, was it?
Wilson, 10 and 16 again, I think. No, just 10.
My apologies to Heath Kleindice. It wasn't Heath that started that off, but penalty has gone to Tigers. Play about 6 metres short of the half. Still in Tigers territory. Played forward, no marker, said the referee. Dean Wills on for Tigers in 16. Zara's lost it backwards. Played right on the halfway. It's played back by Clark. £12 to 4. Seagulls lead the Tigers. Seagulls a player down. Not a great deal of time remaining in this 1989 grand final. Zara puts the ball in the air, but it's been charged down. Dived on by Tigers. They've lost it forward. And a player in an offside position. Mark Gregg diving in that ball in an offside position. The Seagulls take the penalty and the pressure back on the Tigers again. Well, the difference between the two sides this evening is a 5'8" Chad Kano for Seagulls. He's had a blinder for Seagulls. Taken by, looks like Michael Clark. Tom Rivette, the touch judge, is on to report another incident. I can assure you that Kev O'Shea will take no nonsense from either side. Penalty going to Seagulls. They'll take the tap. Looks like Kano taking it up for Seagulls. Very elusive player. They've lost it, but another penalty going to Seagulls. Very undisciplined play by the Tigers. Now, the halfback in Roxburgh looks for the line. No doubt wanting to settle play down. James the dummy half. Seagulls charging up to that line. And they're over. Now, who was the try scorer? Can't pick him up. But there's another try to Seagulls.
Number 9, I think.
Maybe the dummy half.
No,
Hooker in
wait a minute.
Danes.
No, it may not be. 11, 9 or 11, Tim, I don't know.
$16-4. Seagulls with a well-deserved lead over the Tigers for this attempted conversion. Must apologise, I couldn't pick up the try score. It may have been Michael Danes. The kick was unsuccessful. The scoreline remains 16-4 in favour of Seagulls. Tony Strawn was also prominent at far side, and again we apologise, unable to pick up the scorer. Mark Gregg kicks off the Tigers. Seagulls have this grand final all wrapped up. Very little play remaining in this grand final. There goes the siren. It's all over. There goes Danes. Danes still going, eventually caught. Dragged to the ground, it's all over. And congratulations go to the Seagull side, a well-deserved victory over Southport Tigers by 16-4. And I'd like to take the opportunity to say that Chad Kano's had a marvellous game for Seagulls, instrumental in their victory. Congratulations to both sides for a very fine grand final display. That completes our coverage of the under-15 grand final for 89. Good evening, everybody.